Um, oh, ah. We are many layers of being alive. When you are asleep, you are one layer. When you are awake, then you are another layer. That's in basics, right? That's a basic difference between when you are sleeping and when you are awake. There are many levels of sleeping. I think science talks about three, I don't know, maybe more, maybe less. But I think the point is that there's most likely more than suggested. That there are indeed many layers that we can divide the sleep cycle into, many activities that are occurring that this so-called rest cycle exhibits, incorporates. Similarly, as we are considered to be awake, think about that. Think about having a couple of cups of caffeine, of how this changed your perspective, your sense of bodily awareness. How does your body react to caffeine or something like this? Or it could be alcohol. Or it could be just in a conversation where one small step after another leads one to a sense of awe, a sense of reverence, a sense of astonishment, amazement. Could be a vista, being comfortable, being where one can make a self-inquiry, like now, and taking this opportunity to share, rising, each of us in our own awareness, cultivating, preparing some seeds today for the garden of our individual souls. And for humanity, we can throw some seeds up in the air. Your example is the seed. You, me, us, nosotros. We are the seeds of our world, of our civilization, of Homo sapiens. We are by what we are. So, beyond oneself, there is a greater purpose for seeking self-improvement. It is, in a sense, in giving evolution its best opportunity for Homo sapiens, because that's what we're talking about. Ultimately, when you think of millions of years, not tens of years, decades, or 100 years, or 1,000 years, millions of years, then everything in existence moves out. Look. Look for yourself, please. I invite you, I implore you to research everything. Be curious. Find joy in this pursuit of knowledge, wisdom, self-experience. Do this means it is true to you, not something you are mouthing. We want these virtues, these qualities, these characteristics that we speak of rise first when they are needed. We might have compassion, sense of empathy, or a sense of hesitation before we make too rapid of a response, responding with our capabilities rather than reacting with an emotion. Every moment is a very thin line. Every life is such as this. It is not a wide boulevard for one's individuality. It is fairly constrained. Linear or not, it is always changing. You are an example for all of the universe of humankind rising. We are in our dawning of our Aquarian age. That's what's going on. the beginning of an opportunity to examine and have a sense of the universe, of creation. We have that today, legitimately. Following this opportunity, we can play with it. We can be curious about it, extrapolate what it all means, interpret what it all means. And there's a lot to be said today. We are evolving like a rocket ship heading to the moon and Mars. We have a great deal to be proud of, and also a stewardship, a sense of responsibility of everything that we're processing, everything that we're learning, everything that we're feeling and seeing and hearing. It's incredible what's been occurring, even the last 3, 4, 500 years. Such a change in mankind. Oh, thinking, breathing with intention, with clarity, with remembering. You are a multitasking creature and do many things simultaneously. Being kind, cheerful, curious, joyful. Why not? You have choices to make. Being these characteristics. Why not? Dwell on this in your meditation and have a conversation with your soul. It is why we are here. To be in awe, to feel one on the foundation of being of this whole universe. This is why being comfortable and postured means awareness. You are aware of your posture. And everything that you can be. Certainly you can be aware of your breathing. So it's a tool that we share. We can be aware of our pulsing, our hearts squeezing and relaxing. 60 times a minute. Incredible, right? 60 times a minute your heart. Take your hands and close your fingers and make fists. Make 2 fists and feel it. This is what your heart does. 60 times in a minute for the length of your life. Hallowed be thy name to this evolution, this miracle that we share. It is awe. Because you and I had nothing to do with this, thinking about this. Nothing. This is from your parents, and theirs, and theirs, and theirs, going back millions upon millions of years, billions of years. So, we are bundles of miracles. We are here now, aware, alert, awake, shimmering with the warmth of energy radiating from us into the atmosphere and into everything else surrounding us, everyone and everything. It is what we are. We are the primal energy of 14 billion years ago, twisted and turned and manipulated in such a way that it has become us. Finding reverence and amazement in the truth of what is. When you go to the edge of the Grand Canyon and you look and you see this grand marvel before you, It is such a sense. When you see a beautiful sunrise or a sunset, it's the same. Or the vista of the blue ocean against a blue sky. It is the same. When you see the love of your child when they are born, it is the same thing. It is all a sense of reverence and amazement. Shine in your own awe. This is the purpose of mindfulness, is to realize how broad and wide our foundation actually is. Breathing, feeling one's warmth emanating, feeling your pulse pulsing, remembering home we are. Bundles of miracles. Yes. Humbled. Yes. And grateful. Yes. Namaste.